One that's coming in at the top of two is from the Prime Minister himself. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in fact, participated in the Ravan Dahan ceremony on Vijay Dashmi, which is at the Ram Leela Maidan in the national capital. And there is where the Prime Minister took a whale jibe at the opposition and said that Ravan Dahan should also include vanquishing the forces dividing India on the basis of caste and regionalism. So caste census finding a mention in a whale jibe in that speech by Prime Minister. Responding to the Prime Minister's statement, however, many leaders from the opposition camp have now said that the Bharatiya Janata Party has nothing new to say and is in fact responsible for propagating regionalism and casteism across the country.
हमें ध्यान रखना है कि आज रावण का दहन बस एक पुतले का दहन न हो, ये दहन हो हर उस विकृति का जिसके कारण समाज का आपसी सौहार्द बिगड़ता है, ये दहन हो.
We're getting some breaking news on the broadcast. That's why we had to cut out of that reaction by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now we are given to understand that NCERT textbooks will be replacing India with Bharat. So the first change that we saw during the G20 summit, where the plaque under the Prime Minister read Bharat instead of India, that also is going to be seen in the NCERT textbooks. So it is by and by being made official, India as Bharat as opposed to the previous nomenclature. My colleague Sharon Elizabeth on the broadcast with me. Sharon, this is a huge development. After G20, this entire nomenclature, whether it is India, whether it's Bharat, had sort of died down. But with the NCERT textbook replacing that entire mention of India with Bharat, this, of course, is borderline official now.
Well, that is right, and this has in fact come up with the recommendation of focus group. Now, focus group is a panel of about 10 members, and as part of the new education policy 2020, this group was supposed to meet and discuss about the textbooks and the question papers for the examination, and they at the point have made a recommendation. It is a proposal as of now to change the name of India to Bharat in all the NCERT textbooks, and it has in fact been accepted by all the members. There were 10 members and they have in fact accepted this recommendation. The next text of NCERT book, whatever the next book, the new book that will be printed, the name of the change name should be from India to Bharat. So this is as of now a proposal which has been made by the focus group. We have to see whether this will get a final go ahead as far as the NCERT is concerned. Now the focus group chairperson CI Issac, while speaking to CNN News18, has in fact said that the idea behind changing the name from India to Bharat is so that the students can more connect to our culture, to our heritage. We have, in fact, they have also mentioned how, earlier it was East India Company, and this could, in fact, put wrong light on the nomenclature, and hence such decision has been taken. In fact, a number of points we have, in fact, made out as far as the members of the focus group is concerned. It was a meeting that held 2 days back, and this is a recommendation that they have sent to NCERT. Now, NCERT will be sending this recommendation to the Education Ministry, and will be, we have to see a final go-ahead will be given or not. But as of now, this is a proposal, this is a recommendation that has been made by...
Okay, Sharon, thank you so much for joining us. In fact, CI Issac, chairperson of the NCERT panel, is joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Issac, thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. So this was a recommendation that in fact was discussed within you guys, and it was unanimously accepted. So now do we see this entire change being made for the next set of books that are printed for NCERT?
Yes, that is left with the NCERT. It's okay, very good. No problem.
Mr. Issac, if you can also throw light on the kind of deliberations that were made when these recommendations were put on table, sir.
Recommendation to this NCERT. Given to proposal.
Yes.
They will take it. It's face value, no problem.
So you are saying you welcome the move, sir?
Welcome.
So that's we do not need any more go-aheads is what you're saying. From here on, the next set of books that are going to be coming out of the NCERT stable are going to have the name Bharat instead of India. Is that correct, sir?
Yes. Next, text preparing teachers or persons will use that word until the 12th standard. Thereafter, they have freedom to use any name. 5 to 12th standard.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Issac, for joining us on the broadcast and sharing in your views. That was CI Issac, Chairperson of the NCERT panel. Remember, there's been a recommendation that has been made by the NCERT panel to replace India with Bharat in textbooks. The NCERT panel, this proposal to change the name of India to Bharat is for all NCERT textbooks, and this in fact has been unanimously accepted by all its members. In fact, this means, and this has also been underlined by the chairperson of NCERT just now with Mr. C.I. Issac, who I was in conversation with just a short while back, the next set of NCERT books will have the changed name of India to Bharat. Remember, this proposal, like my colleague Sharon was also mentioning, was given a few months ago, and this proposal has now been accepted unanimously, and the committee has also recommended highlighting Hindu victories in the textbook, making it more and more India-centric is what the impetus is, and we will see that change from the next set of books that are being published. Mr. Priyank Kharge of the NCPCR is also of the Congress party is with us on the broadcast. Mr. Priyank Kharge, how do you see this move?
They are suggesting, because it was very, very evident that the central government will go ahead and do such things when we saw the invitation in the G20 summit. Having said that, the problem with this government is that they're on a name-changing spree. Well, they came to power saying they're going to be the game changer. They've become only the name changer. And I don't even see what is the problem with Bharat, that is India, that is very clearly mentioned in the constitution as well. I mean, this is just nothing but miscellaneous issues that the government is getting into instead of trying to actually focus on administration and tackle real issues. Like what about the poverty index that we are falling into? What about the press freedom index that we are falling into?
Yes.
What about the economic inequality that is increasing? What about the job opportunities that are being lost among the youngsters? I mean, these are the issues that they should be concentrating on. Where are the game-changing schemes? Only the name-changing schemes are happening.
Mr. Kharge, when you rightly said, when this entire impetus, in fact, the first move was made during G20 when the plaque, underneath the Prime Minister read Bharat instead of India, there was a lot of conversation around it. But then somehow it tended to die down. Now that we are hearing, and we just heard from the NCERT's chairperson also, Mr. Issac, where he said that the proposal was put forth to change the name of India to Bharat as far as these books are concerned a few months ago, and it is now a unanimous decision. So it is in fact happening. I believe there must be some deliberations that also were put on the table, because there are so many members who are comprising of the NCERT, and it was a unanimous decision, no dissenting voice. What do you make of that?
See, the BJP came to power telling us that they will change the fate of the students and they'll change the fate of the youngsters, they'll change the fate of the country. Instead, they're just changing the name. I mean, everybody knows it's what is where to use Bharat, where to use Republic of India. Everybody knows that. I don't even understand what is the point of all this. Just like how Netherlands is called Holland also. Germany is also called Deutschland also. This is Bharat and India. That's as simple as that. Why is it so complicated? Why is BJP trying to complicate so many such a simple